So Karen cut down my tree without permission. It crushed a Fed's car, and now she's in big trouble. It all started on a windy Tuesday morning. I was inside my workshop when I heard the unmistakable sound of a chainsaw, steady, loud, getting closer. I walked outside and saw her, HOA President Karen, standing in my yard, pointing like she owned the place. Two men were cutting down my old oak tree, the one that had shaded my porch for 30 years. I shouted, "What do you think you're doing?" She didn't even flinch. "This tree violates community height restrictions," she said. I told her this wasn't her community. My property wasn't even inside the HOA boundary. She smiled that smug smile only an HOA Karen can. "It's close enough," she said. Before I could stop them, the chainsaw roared, the trunk cracked, and the tree started to fall. And then came the sound no one expected. Metal crunching, glass shattering, a car alarm blaring. The oak had landed right across the hood of a black government SUV parked on the street. Within seconds, two men in suits came running out from the neighbor's driveway. They weren't just random drivers. They were federal agents, conducting surveillance on a fraud case down the street. And now their car was buried under a tree Karen had no right to touch. Karen tried to play innocent. She waved her clipboard and said, "We were acting in the interest of community safety." One of the agents held up a badge and said flatly, "Ma'am, you just destroyed federal property." Her face turned white. She stammered, tried to blame me, said it was my tree. I smiled. "Exactly. My tree, my land. You just admitted you ordered the cut." The agents called local police, who arrived within minutes. Karen kept talking, fast, desperate, digging herself deeper. I showed the officers my property deed and the boundary map proving I was outside the HOA's jurisdiction. The tree cutters confessed. She told them it was approved by the homeowner. They looked terrified. Karen was arrested on the spot for trespassing, property destruction, and interference with a federal vehicle. A week later, the story hit the news. HOA president cuts tree on private land, destroys federal agent's car. It went viral instantly. People were replaying the body cam footage where she shouted, "This is HOA business," while being handcuffed. The federal agency billed the HOA for vehicle damage, over $47,000, and the tree removal company filed a claim for being misled. The HOA board called an emergency meeting to remove her as president, but the damage was already done. Their insurance rates tripled. Their reputation, gone. As for me, I planted 2 new oaks right where the old one stood, both paid for with the settlement check the HOA sent after losing the civil case. And just to make the lesson stick, I added a little wooden sign between them that reads, "Grow respect before you cut it down." Now every time I sit on that porch, I look at those young trees and smile, because Karen thought she could take control of my property. Instead, she took down her own empire, one illegal chainsaw at a time. If you love poetic justice falling harder than a tree, hit that subscribe. There's plenty more where this came from.